don't touch anything.
It's the greatest find yet. Nothing compares to it.
But it's definitely something you should hear.
This is The Real Deal with Larry Lawton.
Welcome to The Real Deal with me, Larry Lawton, and I have a special guest today on here, Chelsee. Yes. How are you doing, Chelsee?
Fabulous.
Okay, before I get started, everybody, please check us out on all our major platforms. The book, Gangster Redemption. We are on our 7th printing. It is amazing. People have great reviews. You can read the reviews on Amazon everywhere. And you know how I started the book? I mean, I don't mean writing the book.
But
when I started the book, why it went in, when I first got the book, and I owned the book, I ended up getting that book into Barnes & Noble myself. It was sold in Barnes & Noble, the biggest bookstore. And after the first print and all that kind of stuff, I have my own. I own the book, so I'm not with like Penguin or all that Simon & Schuster, that bullshit. They're all going out of business. Yeah. So what happened was, I went after the first print. I didn't care, you know what I mean. I didn't think it was enough to print, and I didn't have a printer. Well, when I started YouTube, the reason I did the book was people calling me saying, "Hey, Larry, why is your book $200? $200? Who's selling my book for $200? You go online right now, Chelsee. If you go on a lot of the platforms, look it up. It's $100, $125, $200. Did you know that? Okay. You could look it up, Paul. $100, whatever it is. $200 is my book.
Hold on, I'm stuck on
right?
the wire. Can't take my bag off.
No.
Can't take it off.
No, you get it. Just take your headphones off. Go comes the real deal.
Right.
You'll get it. Yeah,
right,
put
right.
it down. Paul, there you go. So what happened was, people are. It was the other way. So people are wanting my book. So my book is my book is being sold at $100, $150. People going, oh man, why is it $200? My book's $200. What was happening in the first print? And people knew I was getting famous, and they were just taking their books and reselling them. So I ended up saying, fuck that. I'll fucking sell the book for $19.95.
There we go.
What happened was, listen, I don't have money. I don't have anything. I get more on YouTube, and I said, okay, we're going to do, anybody wants reality check book, Gangster Redemption. It's being pre-ordered. It's 60 days out if you want to order it now, and you're going to get a signed, numbered copy. Oh, that's signed, numbered copy, original. I still have some. I can give you one. I have like 1 to 10 I kept. Some numbers like that. I don't know what they are. I'll give them one. Those are really pretty cool, especially when a movie comes out or something like that. Yeah. So what happened was, what is he looking at? He's showing my book at $124.95 right now, paperback, $124.95.
$124.95.
Look at this. You see this right here? And look at that.
Yeah. There you go.
Wow, is that $124.95?
Gangster.
So, but you don't have to go there. You can go to my site, and any one of my videos on YouTube. Go in the description. It's $19.95.
How America's most notorious jewel robber.
But listen to this, Chelsee. So I go do that. And I don't have books, right? I don't have anything. I just announced this.
Right.
In the first 72 hours, I sold 1,000 books, $60-something thousand. I don't have a book. I have a book. I don't have printer. Don't have anything. Now I'm scrambling. Shit. What do I do? Now I got the money because they prepaid. Holy shit! So what do? She's showing me it online right here for where? How much is this one?
It's
$99, $89.95. Used, $90.
Used.
Oh, they're all going to be used unless it's from me, because I'm the only seller that's official seller, and I'll sign them. Anybody wants like a book, they come, I sign them. So for nothing. So what happened was, I got the money now. What do? I scramble for printers. I ended up finding a really good guy. I still work with today. 7 printings later. Yeah. He got the books to me, 3,000 numbered. No, I actually had to he put the wording and then where to sign. I paid one of, all the way up to 3,000. My garage, where my office is now, was a garage, old garage. We had a table set up. I had my mother working for me. Aww. My mother, Paul, you know my mother. Aww. She was working for me, doing something. We were so bad at what we did, we didn't know. We were putting stamps on the packages. That's how. So we sell so many books. My brother has a Prius, and my brother takes boatloads of books to the post office. They're looking at us like this is some kind of thing out of Scarface, with the money coming in. The head guy post office goes, "Hey, can I talk to you?" I said, "Sure." He goes, "I think you need to speak to this person." I said, "Sure." They send a postal rep to me. postal rep goes, wow, you're doing a lot of postage. I said, yeah. He goes, I could save you a lot of money. I said, okay, how do you save me money? He ended up setting us understanding ship station, all that stuff. Now we're a real operation, and but we had so many books in bins. I mean, it was amazing. 5 carloads my brother takes over there with a Prius, and so now we have a pretty streamlined operation. We even sell out, and we sell our cigars. We're going to end up selling merch out. We'll bring our own merch in house and stuff like that. But it's amazing. That's just amazing how that one thing, just because somebody was selling it like they were selling it. I said, no, they're not going to screw the people I know. I know it's hot. I know it's hot, gang.
I just
Can't help
choked
it.
on my water.
Can't help. No, you want water? Well, I got a drink. I'm good. So, and yeah, so I'm going to see you. So anyway, I did that with the books, and we still sell them. People love them. Get such great reviews. The cigars are out, gangsta. The Crooked Diamond. So it's crookeddiamond.com, crookeddiamond.com, and we sell premium cigars. We have a pretty good price at $10.50 a cigar. And matter of fact, if you go online right now and look this way, you're gonna see Chelsee with a Crooked Diamond shirt, and she's displaying it pretty hot. I gotta say that. You're beautiful. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
You a little bit. I won't get offensive. Did you think you're getting a tit job, little bigger titties?
No.
No.
Good.
I know a doctor. He's a real good friend of mine.
I know a doctor too.
A good friend of mine. He does those. Matter of fact, I know a lot of friends of mine who got their girls and people, and I bought a lot of tits in my day from girls at strip clubs. I used to do that all the time. Back then, I was paying $3,000, but yeah, back then.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, well, back then it was. Now that's $5,000 today. You don't remember that?
I know a girl who got it done for $25.
Oh.
They don't look good.
Oh yeah. Well, look who did it. I'm sure it was a butcher.
Yeah, exactly.
But down south, a pair of tits go for about $7,000, $7,500. Done right down in Fort Lauderdale area in Miami and stuff. But listen, listen. Did you know my buddy did tits on a girl and it saved her life? And he was on Inside Edition and all that.
Really?
You know why? The girl got stabbed in the chest and the knife didn't go through the thing, and she was all over the news.
Wow.
And you know who he is, Frank. And he wrote it. He goes, I think every woman should get fake tits. He goes, it saved their life. You know what I mean? What a pitch that was. But it's true. That was a true story. It was on Inside Edition and all that kind of stuff. It's funny as hell.
Well, thank God.
Oh, my God. It's so funny. But anyway, let me keep going. So we are here today, and I'm with Chelsee. And the reason I brought Chelsee on today, first of all, she's a dynamic woman. She's not scared to speak. A lot of people come on and they get timid or something. No, she'll tell you to go fuck yourself. No, she's not like that. She won't. But she has her own personality. We're going to talk about Andrew Tate. Now, I got a lot of emails after the video I did on Andrew Tate, and I didn't understand the situation. I still don't understand it like a court would understand it, which who does? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
so we're going to talk about you. First of all, tell us a little bit about yourself, your age, what you do, and a little bit about yourself.
All right. I am 35, originally from Ohio, transplant here to Florida back in July. Oh, man. Well, like I told you earlier, I'm just a survivor. Like at this point, I am just a survivor.
So what do you do? Like, do you?
Oh man. Well, I'm a mom, 4 kids.
Okay.
Got out of a couple pretty nasty situations, relationship wise. Was transplanted to Melbourne.
Why'd you come to Melbourne, Florida?
I was in a safe house for a domestic violence.
They took you from where you were?
Yeah.
And brought you all the way to here? Mm-hmm. It's actually a witness protection program.
Sort of, yeah, basically.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Did your husband or ex-husband know where you were?
No, I didn't talk to anybody for a really long time.
Wow. So did he try to track you through credit cards? I mean, was that bad?
He kicked me out of all of our credit cards and debit cards, so I had nothing. So when I left, I packed 2 bags. And
he didn't want to know where you were, you think? Or
well, from the sounds of it, they all just kind of wanted me to disappear. And
well, there's always two sides to the story. Without him here, I'm not going to.
Basically, what I did, I knew that I was in a mess a few times, and I had to get out, and so I just had to do what I had to do, and ended up in Melbourne, and they took really good care of me there, and so then.
What house? Do you want to give him a pitch?
Yeah, oh God, I wish I knew the name of it.
Was Harbor House? There's a couple.
Nope, it's a women's shelter. It's in Titusville.
Oh wow, that's a little bit. That's north of the county. That's north in the county.
Yeah.
If you know it, I just think if they're doing a good job.
No, they do a great job. I actually, when I went in, the director was working behind the counter, and the
small
lady
operation.
Who takes care of, Kimberly Troutman, there she is.
You know my partner. Sam, anybody knows with the cigars, he actually started the foundation for See a hungry kid, feed a hungry kid. They started a foundation, right, Nick? It was amazing. What they did was they started in his house, him and two friends of ours, you know them all, and now they feed 3,800 kids a week, backpacks and all that.
So, I mean,
what's the name?
Look at all these different organizations, though, that were a part of it.
But what is the name of the company that took care of you?
Legal assistance.
Well, that's the legal assistance. No.
Well, one of them was Serene Harbor.
Oh, Serene Harbor, I know them.
Serene Harbor was one of them.
I know
the one
director.
in Titusville, I can't find the name. I'll find the name of it here in a minute.
How long were you there? Don't worry about
it. The first week, the first day that I showed up, they put me in a hotel. And then after the hotel, they said they were going to put me in and keep me in the hotel for another week. But then they said, nope, we found a house. We have a house. Our house opened up. It's fully furnished, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Your kid can have his own wing. You can have your own wing.
Wow.
Everything you need.
I mean, nobody gets
right
that.
Here.
But you came from Ohio. Did somebody send you here, or did you just wander here?
No. I got remarried after I left my last relationship in Ohio. I got remarried. This thing in Ohio has been going on for years.
So what happened to the second husband?
I don't really know right now. At this point, I picked up my stuff from his house, and I haven't talked to him since I left.
Wait, was he a problem?
Big problem.
Oh, so the first one was a problem, the second was a problem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was a cycle, man.
Wait a minute.
Cycle.
I'm not going to stick up just for the guys that know him. Is there something on your end that's a little psycho?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Oh, we're all psycho.
No.
I know I'm a fucking psycho.
No.
Some parts of me are.
Well, it can be, but it doesn't ever have to get that way. It
Well,
never got that way.
What I'm just getting at, I just want my audience to. They're going to ask me why I didn't ask certain questions.
Let me tell you what. Let me tell you what. This is the thing. This is the thing. Everything that I do, I don't regret any relationship I've ever been in. Even the nasty ones. Even the ones that really rip me to shreds. Like these last 2. I did it with full intention of nothing but love. You know, I trust, right? Trust, love, all the good things, all the things that you're supposed to be in a relationship for. I don't regret nothing. I don't regret it. It's part of my journey.
Listen, I robbed fucking $18 million. I don't regret anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's part of it.
And
it's
you
just
should
part
learn
of it.
from
It makes
it.
you learn. You learn.
But if you go back in the same situation that you did, with your second marriage, then you're not learning. No. Like, how long was your second marriage?
Oh, well,
just be honest.
Marriage. We got married in March of last year of 2022.
Right. And
how
long did you know him?
March of 2022.
How long did you know him?
3 years.
So you knew him 3 years. You get married.
I met him through my next door neighbor. She grew up with him.
That's not it. So you know him for 3 years.
Yeah, I knew him for 3 years.
Okay, you get married.
Yeah.
You only last a year.
Yeah, not even.
What was it that happened that once the marriage? Did you live with him beforehand or no?
No. We did a long distance thing.
Was this one of these pen pal shits? It sounds like a prison shit.
Yeah, no. He visited every month and hung out with my kids. Everything was really good, and then he started having issues with his job, and things started getting really stressful. He started drinking a lot more, and then I brought, myself and my child. My 15-year-old moved in, and then it was just like couldn't do it. Too much pressure. I don't know.
On you or him?
No, on him.
So you loved them.
Yeah, for sure.
So
absolutely.
Then you didn't just fall out of love with them.
I didn't just leave my life and 3 kids in Ohio to come down here to something that was just a possibility.
So he was from here?
No, he's originally from Ohio also.
So you both come to, how do you get to Melbourne, Florida? I mean, it's the middle of fucking nowhere.
He worked for SpaceX.
Ah, there you go. There's a comment. It took a lot to get out of it. Okay.
When we first met, he was in California working at SpaceX, and then they transferred him because he was trying to get closer to me.
Gotcha.
So Florida, I don't want to be in Ohio.
I
didn't want to be in Ohio.
Who does?
So
it's a flyover state.
If you get a job in Florida, great, go. Let's do it. And then, okay.
So when
you
he got his job in Florida, you said, okay, I'll move there too, and we'll get married.
Well, yeah, and I said, well, only if you're going to stick with that job. So you need to stay at that job for a while, right? I need to know if you're going to like that job, because if I'm going to transplant myself and my kids, I need to know that you're going to stay stable, right?
And it didn't work.
And he started screwing shit up at work.
But does he still work?
No, he got fired. The day that I was moving into the safe house, he called me and was asking me for money.
You mean the safe house from the first husband?
No. Just this last one. I wasn't in a safe house with the first one. It was just this last one.
So you got a clean divorce from the first one?
No, I'm still clean divorce, yes, but we're still fighting for the kids.
Okay, got that.
So yeah, that's the Ohio stuff. But down here, the whole safe house thing was just dude in Florida.
So this 1 year, not even a year
Not
married.
even a year. Not even a
but
year.
you knew him 3, so you kind of get to know somebody.
Yeah.
And it just fucked
well,
up.
and it kind of seemed like once my dad passed last December, right?
Sorry to hear that.
No,
it happens.
It was a good day. It was a good day. He didn't have to suffer anymore.
Okay,
and
gotcha.
I had a whole different angel above me, right?
Okay.
Right? So it was all good. So then I was like, okay, well, now here's my chance because now I don't have to take care of my dad 24/7. So move to Florida. We're good to go. Move to Florida and I don't know, man.
Where'd you move to?
Titusville.
Wow. Okay, it's close to the Space Center, technically.
Yeah,
I mean, more
it
close
is.
to the space.
Yeah.
So you come here.
Bought a great house.
Did before you came here, you had sex, you met him, you knew him.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Was all that?
Me and the kids and him. Yeah, we had a great relationship. Everything was fine.
Did you have did you have a good sexual relationship? No. Yes.
Mediocre.
Well, doesn't that put a flag? Doesn't that put a flag up?
No, because I didn't know any better. I don't know.
You're
I'm
learning.
pretty fucking vanilla. I'm pretty vanilla, Larry. You've got a whole lot more experience in things than I do. Vanilla, honey.
Okay,
vanilla.
no. I don't know how vanilla you are.
Yeah. So the sex part was like, yeah, this is great. It's a whole new world, right?
The
But
reason I'm asking you,
like,
I'm not being disrespectful,
No,
because the
I know
reason I'm
you're not.
asking
I
is
know.
relationships crash on 3 things. Mm-hmm. Sex,
Honesty.
two different lanes. Somebody's very sexual, somebody's very not. You can't. It'll never make it. Finances. Someone wants to not work, be lazy, or whatever it is. You could have this different paths how to get somewhere, but you have to have the end goal.
Right.
Same end goal.
Same end goal. Yeah,
I mean, you can get there different
right.
ways and have compromise and stuff. And the third way is lack of communications.
Yep.
That's the 3 major ways people get divorced.
Yep.
Now, obviously, Ray, I asked you about the sex. Was it sex?
No.
Doesn't sound. Was it
No.
finances?
No.
So where was it? There was communications. He would communicate. He would.
Yeah, it was connection.
So you really shouldn't have been married. You should have never been married.
No.
When you look back, you didn't love.
When I look back, absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
See that? I'm trying to educate people.
How do you, so when you but how do you gauge that? You can't gauge the future of a relationship until you're actually in it and you give it time, right?
Well,
so
you can. I'll give you a point. No, wait. I'll give you a point. Here's
okay.
what most divorces and stuff happen. If they're first of all, the divorce rate for anybody who gets married under 28 is 80% divorce rate. Under 28 years old. But besides that, when you take a relationship, you know who you married.
Yeah.
And you love them.
Yes.
You love them for who they were, the fun,
Yeah.
the person,
Yeah.
the personality.
Yes.
What happens is, and it's normal, when we all grow in life, when you're 20, you're one way, you're 30, you're another way, you're 40, you're another way, you're 50, you're another way. Believe me, I'm 60 and I'm another way. And I'm sure if I hit 70, I'll be another way. Mm-hmm. So people change. That's just normal. I mean, the thought patterns, the things they accept, not accept, and work problems, and everything changes. The problem when you get divorces in later, like 10-year marriages, 6-year marriages, 9-year, 15-year marriages, because they change, but they change to be not who they were at all. Mm-hmm. And now you just go, who the fuck did I marry? Now, that's when I was telling somebody, you actually have to take a marriage, discuss it with communications, because if you don't communicate, you'll never be able to talk about that.
Communication is key.
And then you take a set period of time and say, if I am not happy, I set my period at 70%. If I'm not happy 70%, if I take a year and I'm not happy 70% of that year, I'm out. I'm out, because life's too short. And when you get older, you think, what the fuck am I doing? Another year, another year, another year. And you're really miserable half the time. Mm-hmm. Fuck that. I'm not going to do it. Now, my point is, you can have fights, you can do things, and you can have arguments, but you got to communicate them.
Right.
Most people, like you just said, you probably never loved them to begin with. And people, that happens. You know, we all marry for different perception, security. There's a lot of different things we all get married for.
Right.
But when you don't love them right off the bat, you know it's going to end soon. I mean, that's just going to, whenever you see marriages end with under a year, totally, they just really should have never been together. And that's okay. It happened.
Right. But you have to learn through those things.
No, I didn't say that.
You're like an unhealed version.
I'm not judging you at all.
No, I know you're not. But like for me, I was an unhealed version of like the best parts of me. The best parts of me were yet to come because I was
35,
unhealed.
so you're growing now.
I was growing.
Well, you're 20.
I was learning.
20, then you hit 30, then you get whatever, 35.
Yeah.
So I get that,
Yeah.
100%. So you looking back, your first marriage, How long was that?
Coming up on, it was almost 8 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
where did you just go wrong on that?
Bad business. Bad business I didn't want to be a part of.
Like my relationships? Did you love them?
Yes.
Okay,
absolutely.
so you never stopped loving.
Absolutely.
So it was kind of like my first marriage.
Yeah.
My first marriage, I loved the girl, but I was in a bad, rough way business. I don't want people to get killed and shot, and things are happening and stuff.
Yeah.
And I said, man, I can't put this woman through that. She could. She both of my wives said, man, you divorced my relationships. I left my relationships. They didn't leave me, and it's just I'm glad I did. Because I think they just would have hung on and this, whatever. Because we never had an issue with sex. We never had an issue with finance. Communications and my business I lived. And, it was just a rough business. And now in life, I am so much different.
Right.
Because it's all about, I hate to say this, I don't think it's wrong. You have to be selfish with yourself and say, I have to be happy.
There it is.
Because
Yes.
if you can't be happy, how can you make somebody else happy?
You can't.
And I mean, look at the person. They got to be totally on a sexual page with you. They got to be on this page with you, everything. And if you're not, excuse me, tell it and say it.
Yes.
And that's the end of it. And you know what? You'll have a good time about that.
Yes, absolutely.
Now I have another question for you
Okay.
before we get into the tape thing.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to give your perception.
Okay.
So you were never in a controlling relationship, were you?
All of them.
So they tried to control you?
Absolutely.
In what ways?
Oh, man. Well, first, it started out, like my first marriage. I wanted to stay home and take care of my kids, which was the enticing part of when we met. He was like, you didn't get to raise your teenager because you were working all these jobs. Stay home and take care of the kids. We got pregnant.
The teenager's not his?
The teenager is not
was that
his.
It
was
a prior
a high
marriage?
school sweetheart.
Oh, just okay. Yeah. Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
I'm sure I have 20 of them running around. No, I don't.
No, so when we met, it was, we worked together. We really were just friends to begin with. Like the best of friends. We would hang out. He was never two hands. He never did anything disrespectful. We just hung out. It was great. And then obviously it evolved. And so it was pure. It was real. It was not just you've got money, I don't, whatever. No, that's not how this worked. And then we decided to make a family together. And then when you start getting into the business and you start, just dedicating your life to nothing but making money, and money is the only thing that counts. That's not something that you can't build a family with that.
We need money, but I never did that.
Yes, we need money. Money is necessary, but control also. Balance is necessary, right? You have to, the balance.
Well,
if you want to have your family at home and you want them to be there at the end of the day, you better not leave your wife at a hospital.
Hold on. But let me explain something to you. You got to understand this with women and men.
Right.
Women want the nice things. They want to do this. They want everything. And then when the man is out working to do that, then they go, why aren't you home? Well, what the fuck do you want? Do you want me home? And we make a lot less money, and we watch fucking diddly doos on TV,
Netflix or whatever.
Or do I go out and make it? We can go to nice vacations, go to dinners or stuff.
Right.
Women are confused of what they want most of the time.
Most of the time.
Now,
yes.
I never had that issue because I was a gangster and I never read normal hours. I didn't do any of that crap. I didn't do. So I never had that issue with that, and they knew it right off Jump Street. But regular women, they say, "Oh, you're doing good, but I want to raise a family." Okay, you want to raise? Okay, I'll do that. But when I'm a salesman, or I'm out working 12, 15-hour days, 16-hour days because I'm trying to make it. I'm in a business. I want to try to make a business. You build your kid. Take a young kid like Nick. Nick is he's got his whole life ahead of him. I look at that, and because I'm so old, and I look at that and I says, and he's a go-getter. And I love that because you know why? That's the people that eventually get to a point, like you said, can do what you just said.
Yeah.
They can do that. And that's 100% what I say. So my point to you is, so now you take what you've been through.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
We're going to go into the Tate. The reason I went into that, what I just told you,
right,
is because I want the audience to know who you were when you give your opinion and I give my opinion on Tate.
Yeah.
Dave, you didn't have to really do that. You could have went to Bo Malowski's. I mean, huh? Well, this ain't the only place. I mean, now we're doing it. We're getting into a good part of it. Okay? Now listen. Andrew Tate, okay? What do you think of the new thing that just came out about Andrew Tate?
Well, I mean, in my mind, it makes sense.
That
That these women would do that. It makes sense.
You mean you think they did the right thing?
No, I think they did the wrong thing. They did the wrong thing.
Okay.
But it makes sense why they did that. Because they're bitter, they're angry, whatever. They haven't healed themselves. They're focused on making sure they capitalize on somebody else instead of capitalizing on themselves.
Try to fix it though if you can, Nick.
Right?
With a battery.
I mean, if you want to capitalize and you want to earn and you want to make all this money, you can do that yourself. But they're lazy. They didn't want to.
Well, let's go to a thing called OnlyFans.
Yeah.
They make money. It's
Right.
not easy.
Right.
I read a lot about it last night. That's
Yep.
what I was up till 5 a.m. doing. When we went to bed last night.
Yeah.
I did that.
You were reading instead.
Yeah, I really was.
That's why I didn't go to bed.
Yeah, exactly. I got into that zone.
You
and,
were
and I
just
when I do something, I
zoned.
dive deep.
Yeah.
Dive deep. But anyway, looking into the OnlyFans, that's hard work.
Yep.
It's not easy. Everybody thinks, oh, you're going to make a lot of money. You can do this. No. Do you know the average OnlyFans person, you know how much they make a month? The average one.
What was
Anybody
it?
here know?
We read a little bit. It was like
$180.
$180
A month.
A month?
A month. Jesus. I
Oh
mean,
my
that should be
gosh.
at least,
What?
when right.
No.
What I was getting at is it's not as easy as so it's hard work, and I believe in hard work, and I
Right,
agree
right.
with you there.
Yeah.
These, in my opinion, I think what happened to Tate, and now, again, I'm going to emphasize what I always said. I don't know Andrew Tate. I only
Right.
know what I read. But reading, I just heard, my producer and I were just looking at something when you guys were outside about the Tate skate situation, and they were trying to nitpick on this little crap that really meant nothing and stuff. And I said, I'm done with that.
Right.
Because, come on, the media can get stupid. Obviously, we all know
Out of
that.
control.
And
Yeah.
and I'm looking at that and saying, wait a minute. I have not read anywhere in the paper that this guy forced someone. Now, they said forced. Listen to this. This is what they said in one of the videos we were listening to. He said, oh, they forced her by having his people convince her to do this.
Oh, come on.
I don't get
No.
that. That's like me having a good sales
Come on.
pitch.
Yeah.
That's to me is what it is. It's a sales pitch. Hey, listen, you're going to do great, man. If you do this, you put this on your body, you can make more money. It's a sales pitch. Now, if you believe the sales pitch, that's bad on you. I got screwed on good sales pitches,
Yep.
and you know what I mean? And that's it. I have to take it. I have to take it on the nose, and that's it, and walk away. I look at somebody who doesn't take responsibility for their own actions, look to blame everybody else because, they use these words. He coerced me. Well, he offered me more money. Well, what do you think everybody's going to do? What do you think a raise is? It's an offer of more money.
Right.
So I'm very hard pressed to get. Do I believe Andrew Tate, is a maneuverer and opened this university and all this? Hey, listen, whatever he wants to do, if you want to believe it. Like Trump's university. It's all bullshit, of course. Now, I have not seen anything coming out that he raped any, beat somebody. I did read something, if anybody read that, where they had rough sex.
It was all consensual, though.
Very.
Consensual.
I'm just gonna say, listen, if you
agreed to that.
if you role play with your boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever you're out there with, listen, I hope everybody, when I'm with somebody and I have sex with them and we're going to role play, and everybody, I think, does it to a degree, we have a safe word. Use that safe word and all bets are off. Stop, whatever.
Right.
And I said, don't use a safe word when you think you're really liking it, because then you're fucked. You're not going to do it again.
You'll miss out on the best parts.
Exactly. So going forward, as a woman, you are a woman, and here they go, everybody.
Here they
We
are,
are at
the
Daytona
races.
Raceway. I love
Yes.
it. I just heard the track early this morning, and I
The
got up to
Jets
the
were
Jets.
coming
Yeah,
out.
it was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that was awesome.
But going to you, I want to get this out of the way with you.
All right.
You're going with, so Chelsea believes that Tate's okay. He shouldn't be in jail. Of what you've read.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Right?
I don't think so. I don't
Would
think
you
so at all.
accept him treating you the way he's been treating women?
I don't think there would be an issue there, because if you've got a pretty clear, honest, and open communication going on.
So you tell him, go fuck yourself, and you
I'd
won't
be
be
like,
with him.
okay, I would be like, all right, yeah, you're disrespectful as fuck, and I don't like it, so I'm gonna walk away now.
And you walk away.
Yeah.
Right. So you
I
have
don't
the
want.
person.
I don't want to be uncomfortable.
Well,
like
you did
this
prove
anymore,
that. And
so
that's
I'm
why
out.
I wanted to show the audience she proved
Yeah,
that
for
by
sure.
leaving some relationships. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
You
Yeah,
did that.
absolutely.
I get that. And
If you're not happy, you're not comfortable, then go find something else.
Should you put the blame squarely on the women?
No,
Who
no,
else are you
no. I think there was they're I don't know. You could look at it a couple different ways.
Now, how do you look at it?
Was there clear communication between the women and him about what was going on? Maybe you probably should have had some contracts in line. I don't know, but you still chose to do this. Right. You still chose to do this. You still made that decision.
So
Why
I'm
is it
asking
coming
you.
up now?
I'm asking you. So you believe the women were all at fault on this?
Yeah.
And you don't think Tate did anything wrong?
No.
Would you hang out with him? Would you hang out with him?
Hell yes, I would.
You'd go out and party with him, getting a limo.
Absolutely, yeah.
You trust him? Anything?
If he's going to be honest about
well, you don't know.
On.
Now you're reading stuff.
That's just it, though.
Would you have your guard up and like not get in a limo? I'd have my guard up,
absolutely. I'd have my guard up. I wouldn't go in there alone.
Well, you have to if you're going to have intimacy. Unless you have a threesome.
No,
you ever been in a threesome?
One time.
With a girl? Another girl?
One girl, one guy.
No two guys?
No.
You wanted two guys?
No.
I was going to give you my number.
No, absolutely not. No.
I was going to give you my
two
number.
Dudes. No.
Damn.
No.
All right. No, I'm only
a
kidding.
hard one to press here, Larry. Yep.
No.
Nope.
Listen to me. I've never coerced a person into sex. Ever.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that.
You shouldn't have to.
Yeah, exactly.
You shouldn't have to.
No, I just got to whip it out. But the only kidding.
That tattoo helps, doesn't it?
Shush. Nobody knows about that.
Oh, well, too late. Now they do.
There goes that. Nah, that nobody heard that.
Nobody heard that.
If you heard it, get it out of your mind. Get it out of your mind.
That was a internal
well, you meant
joke.
my tattoos on my stomach and stuff.
Yeah, and all over your arms and you know. So keep going.
Yes,
Roll on.
You have no tattoos.
None. Zip.
Did you ever want one?
Yes.
What do you want?
I still want one. Wings, angel wings.
Where?
Of some sort.
Why angels? Are you religious?
Yeah.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
What's your faith?
Yeah. I'm a Christian. I grew up Catholic, but
until you got wise at about 2.5.
Got away from the Catholic Church after I graduated high school. And
do you believe in the Bible?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I believe in the Bible. Yeah.
You believe in it? Like God made the earth in 7 days? 7,000 years ago.
That's we can yeah.
I don't get in this conversation with me.
You really want to go there, huh?
No, because I read the Bible 5 times cover to cover, and it's a lot of bullshit in it.
Yeah.
And it's a great book if you want to do it, because I've read it as a book. 5,000 people.
I've never read it from front to back or anything like that. What I'll do when I need to read, or if I feel like I need encouragement from God, whatever, I pray, whatever. But I'll flip through the Bible. I just flip through whatever, and I'll open it up, and whatever I'm drawn to, I read it, and 90% of the time, 99% of the time, it lines up with whatever I'm going through in that moment, and then I take that and I run with it. And
you know who said that?
You know what the baseline is? Respect.
You know who said that?
What?
A serial killer said, I opened the Bible and I read about King David, who fucked his friend's wife and killed 5,000 people.
Oh wow, well that's.
So my point is there's so much death, destruction in all the books. Did you ever read the Quran?
No.
You know, everyone talks about the Quran. You know, you'll get virgins if you go to heaven. You know, if you you fight the infidels, you'll get the 7. Do you know what it also says? If you kill an innocent, you'll die a fiery death. Nobody talks about that.
Nobody wants to talk about that.
So all the books have good and bad in them. Mm-hmm. They're written by man. Yeah. So you can tell whatever you do. Right. And if I took a story right now and I told you the story, and you told it to Paul, he took to Nick, and Nick went outside, took that to 20 people we have outside. When you got to the end of it, you wouldn't know what the fuck I said.
Like telephone.
Exactly. So my point is, how many times do you think the Bible has some bullshit?
So much.
Now listen, I'm not saying I am spiritual. I'm an agnostic, which agnostic is a person who believes in something but doesn't understand what it is. And I don't look at Jews and Christians and Muslims. They're all the same. If there's a God, I don't want the God to be, oh, you're Christian, you're going to heaven, but all you other people aren't. That's bullshit.
Right. No, that's bullshit. Yeah.
I'm a George Carlin believer. And if he's up there, I want to hang with him in fucking wherever it is. So like, you fucking crazy fuck. and I just think spirituality is, I'm spiritual, but not. Listen, I believe in all kinds of sects. I believe in all kinds of things. I think people have choices. God is not up there judging you.
No.
You see a baseball player thanking God. You think the fucking God came out and hit his ball in the bat? Get the fuck out of here. That did not happen.
Right.
You know, when you strike out, do you go, fuck you, you motherfucker? You didn't make me hit the ball? No. So my point to you is that's with the Christian.
Yeah.
I look at you as a girl, who's a young woman who's pretty much in the prime of your life. Really, 35 years old. You're smart, you're intelligent. I can see you made a shirt out of nothing. I mean, one of my shirts. No, hey, look at that shirt, everybody. Check it out. If you haven't seen it, look at this beautiful woman modeling my shirt. And you can go to our YouTube channel if you watch it. If you're listening on Spotify or on any Apple or iTunes, wherever you're at, just go online and you'll see Chelsee. We'll have her information, what she does, too, in a link below the video on YouTube. But you'll see her Crooked Diamond. That's my cigar brand. So that's she's sporting that today, running around the track in the infield. And we met Chelsee. She's your friend's, I don't know, what do you call squeeze? I don't know.
Should we call it a paramour?
Paramour? How about call it a menage a trois when you get threesome tonight? You having fun in the Trace Shack?
Yeah, this is magical. Absolutely magical.
Magical.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's magical.
I'm gonna go and get, hold on, we have another guest coming in, and he's gonna come right now, and he's sitting right here, and I'm not gonna mention his name right now, but he's coming on. So thank you very much, Chelsee.
All right.
You're a great guest.
Yes.
I learned a lot.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But her opinion on the Andrew Tate so far, one up, is innocent, and he should be out of jail, and he didn't do anything wrong. Correct?
Nothing
now
wrong.
Can you go get another female out there for us?
Female?
Yeah, if you could.
I
Any
got
one
you.
of them who have anyone who have an opinion on the
Anyone
Tate.
who wants an opinion on the Tate.
Paul.
All right, I got it.
Here, Paul. Here, sit down. Okay, now everybody, get the headphones on. I have a very, very close friend of mine on today. His name is Paul. I'm not going to mention. You taking pictures, everything? Been good. I have a friend of mine, very, very close friend of mine. Put it this way, like my nephew, and he. Turn it. Now turn it. No, up now. Here you go. No, what? There you go. Wow, you're not an engineer, are you?
Program manager.
Well, I have a friend of mine on. Now, he's another one. We are at Daytona. We have a bunch of people here at Daytona. I wanted to do this show live from Daytona, and I wanted to ask the opinion on the Andrew Tate case. You heard about it. You heard us talking in the green room, all that.
I'm very new to it, so I heard you guys talking, and that's...
Do you know about it? I mean, you heard. You got to be in a bubble if you didn't hear about it.
And read a little bit about it.
And what is your take on it?
You know, my take is you always got to treat women with respect, but they also have to do their part in making sure that they're being strong in what they want, right? So if there's something's uncomfortable for them, they should say something right away. They should right away notify you, do something to say, I'm uncomfortable.
Well, you said a great point there, because I looked at and I say, I look.
So there's none of the women are out there. Do you want me to go find a random?
Yes, if you can. Nick, you want to go with her? About the Tate. Opinion on the Tate case.
All right.
And that's gonna be fun, interesting. Whoever it is, come in. Nick, tell them what we're doing, please. And so I look at you, Paul, and I look at me, and I respect women too, but I also know how they can be. And I look at women in the way of, listen, if you don't want to do, I'll never rape somebody. I often talk about that, in prison. When I was in prison, I watched a guy get raped, or heard the screams and everything. I saw it a lot, and I always said I could never rape somebody because I couldn't get an erection. If somebody don't want me, I don't care if it's a girl or a guy. It has nothing to do with sex. I mean, the person. If it's a girl or a guy.
I think that's normal, Larry. I really think that's normal for a person, because that's not something that should excite you.
Right, just like kids don't excite you, obviously.
You know.
So my point, though, is the cases that they're talking about, why do they always come up 6 months later, 8 months later? Listen, when I was abused as a young kid, first of all, you're a young kid, you have no clue what's going on. You're learning yourself. It took years and years. I get those, totally. Mm-hmm. I don't get these cases when they say a celebrity abused them or something, and they don't come out for a year or 2 years, and because somebody else come out. And what held you back from in today's world, especially with the communications and everybody else knows and people and lawyers? I often think a lot of it comes out because of money and
intimidation has got to be a part of it. Probably for some of these girls, they were never taught to be strong and speak up.
Well, that's a good point.
That could be a part of this. And we don't know, because we don't know enough about these ladies. But I can see from a little bit of their perspective.
But I'll tell you what, I think if they did something, let me give you a hint. At the Andrew Tate case right now, he's in a Romanian jail. Obviously, I don't know the Romanian laws, but some texts came out, and they found them that these girls were conspiring to do this and setting them up and all that. I think they should go to jail.
I agree.
Because I think the accusation of sexual abuse, accusation and being enforced, is sometimes just as bad as conviction. Because once you are accused of that, people look at you and say, "Oh, you just beat it because you got money," or and that's
it's almost
wrong.
like blackmail. Honestly,
it's like blackmail.
It's similar.
See, I once had someone try to blackmail me. Believe it or not.
Wow.
And you know what I told them? Go fucking vote. I'll fucking tell it. I don't give it. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
And I look at that and go fuck yourself. I can give a fuck. Because I always look at it. If you're my friend, you're my friend no matter what I do. Right? There's nothing.
If you're a true friend.
Right. There's nothing you can do or happen or something that's going to not make me be your supporter. Or I might smack you in the head and say, "What the fuck you do?" and all that kind of shit. But I would never, ever.
He straightens me out of I'm a little out of line.
But no, I really mean that. I don't think there's anything of truth. We talked about this to all our friends out there the other night, and with our friend, and there's nothing that could come out. Laura, you know what, Laura? I said to Laura, she laughed, and she goes, I go, Laura, is there anything that could come out about me that would shock you? She thought about it a long time. And I mean anything, some sexual thing, sex with a monster, a dog, or yeah, it's not. But anyway.
I think it'd be something completely opposite.
You know what she said?
If
you told me you were getting married.
Oh, there you go. See, that's what I'm saying.
Not
something
even like,
different.
not even like, oh, you're having group sex or this sex or that. She goes, no, Larry, because we all know you're crazy. You have fun, but you never disrespect people, ever. And if you do something, they all want to do it and that kind of stuff. And it could be any group of people or whatever it is. And I don't judge people like that, Paul. So that's why I look at that personally. And I look at that. And the Tate situation, when I came out with the Tate situation first, I really didn't do much research. I did afterwards, and I was, in my opinion, I was spot on. People say, oh, he disrespect, he coerced people, he does this. Stop it. Stop it. When you say that, that's like saying, oh, he made him dress provocatively. When a girl goes in for a job review and she's sitting there with a beautiful dress and, excuse me,
bless you.
When she's sitting there with a beautiful dress with her, tight boobs and nice buttons sticking out and all that, what do you think she's doing? She's trying to impress somebody with her body, her looks, or whatever for a job. Right?
Perhaps.
Men too. Why do men look the best way they can?
You want to dress your best when you're going in to impress, right?
Right.
That's what you do.
Well, if you dress productively or productively, whatever you call it.
You also, I'm a manager, and I have women that work for me, and I'll be honest, you can't sit there and look at that. If you're focused on that, you're focused on the wrong thing when you're hiring someone.
But let me ask you a question as a hirer, a person, and this is good for my audience to know. If you have, okay, let's just take it, two people, two women. They're going, and be honest, they're going for a job with you. Mm-hmm. Exact same resume. Exact same interview. Almost word for word. And one is 300 pounds and one is 120 pounds. Who would you hire?
Honestly, it's going to come down to who's going to fit with my team the best. Because I'll be honest, I am only as good as a manager as the people below me. And I can't look at looks.
But I'm giving
my
everything the
business
same.
Isn't about looks. We're not marketing. We're not doing anything.
But Paul, I'm just asking you. I'm giving you a exact same scenario. So you exact same personality. This, I would personally, I would have said the one who's 120 pounds just for this reason.
I don't want the
she's healthier.
I don't want the distraction.
But she's
honestly.
healthier and she might not be out as much. She might not have health issues. She might not.
Be.
It could be less on our company's insurance.
Correct. I'm not a small company, so I'm not into that part where it matters.
No, but my point is,
I could see where it could. I could see very well where it could.
And I know him. Everybody, he took the 120-pounder real quick. No, he's really legit. He's legit, and he actually knows.
Listen, in my business, we're fighting warfare, right? So I need people that are going to be on par, smart people, and fulfill their role. And you got to be a team worker. You got to have the right mindset. You got to have the right culture behind you that you're willing to do this. And that's what we're looking for. And so it's hard. I, as a man, you always have that in the back of your mind when you look at someone. I'm not going to say you don't. Everyone looks, but at the end of the day, we're running a business. We're trying to make money, so you want the people that are going to run the best for you.
Well, I have a question, sir. Now, let's go back to the Tate situation. So Andrew Tate's running a business. Mm-hmm. He's running whatever, OnlyFans or sex or whatever websites or whatever he's doing. Obviously, it's a business. He wants to make money. He's not going to hire let's say, ugly people. He's not going to hire people who don't have a voice or sexual voice or whatever it's going to be. So how do we knock him for saying on, he was known for, hey, you're a 6. Why do you want a 10 for a boy? What do you think? Why should you get a 10 and he's a 6? I mean, he's a 10 and you're a 6. And what makes you think you deserve him? Why don't you get in the gym? Why don't you go work out? Why don't you get yourself right? Why don't you be more educated? Whatever. He was big into that. And a lot of people say it was male chauvinist, and I looked at it in a different way. Listen, I think personalities is what I connect with mostly. Usually, I mean, you could be I often tell this: the best sex I've ever had in life is not with the hottest women. It's never been. You look at somebody and say, they're fucking, okay, they're not that great in bed. You know what I mean? And I get that, and I mean, they think because of their good looks, they can get away with that, in my opinion.
Here's a great example. Think of the Hooters restaurant. So
right, there you go.
They have 2 aspects. One, you're serving food, and service is extremely important. The other part is most men, women, whoever, are going there to see beautiful people.
Right,
well,
right.
Recently, at one point in time, they changed their policy, and now they hire people of all types.
But they still have, this.
Well,
listen,
when
I walk in,
they have to. I mean, this culture, you have to.
Listen, they have Twin Peaks, same kind of restaurant. When I walk into those places, I go for those. I want to go see the girl running around in the little hot pants and stuff. I mean, I know it's not chauvinist, because if you're a woman listening to my show, you don't tell me you want to go in and watch a guy look like you, Paul, with the hot body.
Or a woman, if you're into that too.
No, or a woman. Yeah. Looking around, you do, because I get it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with what I do.
Listen, people want to be around people they're attracted to, people that they connect to.
Yeah.
I think when you're running a business, though, and you're trying to make money, yes, that aspect is just gravy on top. But you better have a good server, because you will screw up your business with a bad server real fast.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think everything goes like that, because But now, what do you think about Andrew Tate saying to somebody, okay, you work for me. You're making $100,000 a year. I need you to tattoo owned by Tate on your body, and you'll make $200,000.
Yep.
And they do it. Is that on them? Or they could have said no, right?
It's marketing. Think about the people that tattoo a Nike symbol or
me.
Anything.
My thing. I'll never forget.
There you go.
People have done that.
So to me, that's nothing more than marketing. And if they're willing to do it, and you didn't tie them down and force them to do it, they made a choice.
See, that's what I'm getting at. Choice making is everything in life, and if you made that choice and you made a wrong choice, well, you got to correct it in one way or another, whether it's a cover-up piece, if that's a tattoo or whatever you're going to do. Don't complain that people cursed you into something when they didn't, like you said, tie you down and force you to do it.
You don't go after someone when you agreed to do it and had a choice and you made the wrong choice and you feel bad. That's not a reason to go after someone.
I know you very well, and you know me very well. I've never, ever did something that I didn't want to do. Or I like it and I enjoy it, whatever it is, from sex to drugs to food to travel. Enjoy it, because life is short. Right. And stop blaming other people. Now, I have not seen anything in this Tate situation where he tied people down. I might hang out with him and not like the way he is, the way he comes off, or whatever, and that's okay. And I don't care. You don't hang out with him then. But I am not going to put blame on a guy just because he coerced me. Oh, he enticed me with a job that, it was so much. That's the weakness on you. That's the choice that you made.
Correct.
And until I hear that different, and then someone says, "Oh,
bad choices are not excuses."
Right.
Not.
You know what happens is a person has a sex with someone, and then they regret it afterwards, and he raped me, or he roofied me, or he did. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. How did you get home? Did you remember? Yeah, I remember getting home. Remember? Oh, you just didn't remember that because he roofied you. But all of a sudden, right after the sex, you came out of it and you went home and you cried because you had sex with a guy that you were hot. You might have been a little inebriated, whatever it was, but you weren't out of control. All of it because the bartender says you weren't. Everybody says, but you need an excuse of why you did it. So you did it. Own it. Listen, I've done a lot of things that I
if a person is actually drugging you with a
no, of course. No, the Bill Cosby
but
shit or something.
To drink too much, listen, you both were there, you both were drinking and had an excuse. Whatever it is, or any other drug.
Right.
But if someone's purposely drugging
right,
someone,
no, without your knowledge and everything, I disagree with that. You know, and I totally. But Paul, I wanted to thank you for coming on.
Of course.
And if you're gonna go out there and you can see where they're at, they're probably staying here because the studio is so hot.
We're gonna bring someone in here in a minute for you.
Yeah, and then I will talk to the people about what my opinion more on Tate is. Well, you get them to get me somebody that's out there, and then we're gonna have one more person.
Enjoy your weekend. You know,
well, we are here. I'll be.
This is my second year here with you. And,
this is my fourth.
I love it.
Isn't this the greatest place?
This is the greatest place.
Everybody, we are at Daytona Raceway, and you're hearing this tonight. So if you see us out here, we're in the infield. We have 25 of us, I think it is 25 of us.
At least, yeah.
Is Gary and them here already?
They are outside waiting for you to be done.
I will be done in about 15, 20 minutes, and that's it.
Yeah, I'll go grab your
ahead.
gas. All right, buddy.
So everybody, here's how I look at it. Just like Paul, I'm a man who accepts responsibility for my actions, period, always, and I always will. And the minute I don't, it's on me, people. Period. It's on me, and I understand that. So, and I'm not going to let anything happen, and I'm not going to let anybody tell me or tell anybody I know that, hey, you know what? It's on you. You were the one who did it, and I'm not going to do that. The Andrew Tate situation to me is a situation of a guy who becomes famous. Because, you know, here's what happens. And I am not famous by any stretch of the imagination. Some people say, oh, you're famous. You have a lot of followers. You got, you know, at all your social network, you got millions of followers and stuff. And you get stopped in airports. And although that's true, I don't look at myself. I work harder than ever. You don't make money like actors and shit. But I'm not crying poverty either. But I also look at it and say, let me tell you something. If somebody came and did that to me, said that this, because I like sex and we had a group sex or whatever we did, and try to make me out to the bad guy. First of all, everybody who knows me knows that I am not like that. Number one, I respect everybody, but I also am very open with everybody. There's nothing that makes me look at things and say, oh, it's just your fault or it's his fault or it's somebody's fault. I accept responsibilities for my actions. Always did, always will, and the minute I don't, bad on me. Bad on me. And you know what? I've made bad choices. I've had relationships I regretted. I had nights out that I regretted. I hate the word regret. I didn't regret. I wouldn't do again, if that makes sense. I would not do again. But it is what it is, and you move on in life, and that is how I think everybody should go. And until you do whatever you're going to do, people should not judge other people, period. The minute you keep judging people, you then become the person that's going to be judged. You know, people make mistakes. I forgive. I kind of live by a forgiving motto. I love. I try not to hurt anybody in any way with words as well. I know words can sting, words hurt, they do, and I know I've had words hurt to me, but usually it was by somebody I loved very much because I cared what they said. So that is what made me hurt so much when my daughter told me, you know, after disciplining my daughter being out of prison, she says, where were you my whole life? If you don't think that stings, then I don't know where your heart is, because the people you love are the ones that could hurt you the most. Andrew Tate, no matter what he said, no matter what somebody said on the internet, you can't hurt me that way. I might actually feel a little bit when, you know, you have people. I like to try to please my fans, and I answer fan stuff. I do a lot of stuff, and I'm always cordial. I try to write back. I try to answer everybody, and sometimes you can't when you got thousands of stuff coming in. But I also respect them. I'm not going to disrespect people. People send me something. I usually, you know, give them a public thank you with that, number one. And then I do other things like that. Send them back a book. I help a lot of young people at schools, stuff like that. And I think that's important. In fact, I'm having a parenting program that's this August 19th and 20th in Orlando. It's called the Reality Check Parenting Seminar. And we're going to be talking about, like, texting symbols. Does anybody out there know what DOC means on a text by a teenager or a young adult? And they probably don't. But what it means is drug of choice. And I always thought it meant Department of Corrections. But no, it means drug of choice. There's so many POS. What do you think that means? POS. kid will text POS. It means it's parent over my shoulder. Parent over shoulder. So if you don't know some of this stuff and you're a parent running through stuff, we have a seminar coming out August 19th and August 20th. Now, this seminar is for the parents. It's $1,500, but you're getting to hear from a judge, a prosecutor, a defense attorney, a police chief, a psychology, and myself doing my whole program. It's 2 days in Orlando. Hotels, everything's paid for. You're going to be at the Rosin Center, which is Rosin Shingle Creek. The rooms are $330 a night. That's what, if you looked online right now, that's what a room goes for. And we are putting all that in that seminar fee with brunches and stuff like that. And that's exactly what we're doing. And what we're doing that for is because I keep getting asked, Larry, I'm a parent. I didn't know that. Larry, I'm a parent, and this kid did this. I didn't know that. Well, we come up with, yes, your kid might need a reality check, which we do. But a lot of time, parents need the information to realize what's going on. Are you hearing that, everybody? That is the Daytona 500. Tonight, I think, is Friday night. They're having a truck series race. This is so great. Every year I come to Daytona on the infield with the RV. I do a podcast. I'll do probably one Monday as well. And we love it. This is one of the most, how do I say this? This is the best place on the planet that I go to get away besides Fire Island, New York. In Fire Island is my getaway. Fair Harbor in Fire Island is the biggest getaway I get every year, going to a friend's house. This couple that I know dearly, and I just can relax. I could be myself. You could just hang out, give a shit, and they don't give a shit, and nobody cares who anybody is, directors, actors, whoever, YouTubers, everybody goes out there when they know somebody, and it is the most relaxing place on the planet, and I love it, and I can't wait to go out this year after losing so much weight. Yes. People ask me, how did you lose all your weight, Larry? I lost my weight by doing what they call intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is just something that, I'm looking for something here, people. Intermittent fasting is one of the best things you can do for your body. People don't know it. I'm telling them what happens. In intermittent fasting, you train your body to fight itself. It's just amazing. And I mean that. And I'm not just saying that. You're training your body to cannibalize itself. Because what happens when your body, when you eat too much and you become fat, your fat is stored for energy. So when you start burning fat for energy, you're actually burning the best energy you can burn. You are burning more energy, you're burning more fat, and with better energy, you become sharper, faster, stronger. And that has happened to me. I started my journey at 260 pounds. I am now 205. I lost 55 pounds. And you guys know what 55 pounds is? Try picking up a 55-pound brick and carrying that around. It is amazing that I'm at where I'm at, and I am the happiest man on the planet losing the weight. People ask me, are you okay? Are you okay? Am I okay? I am having, by far, the best feeling and life part of my life right now because of how healthy I am. And that is what makes this so, so good. And until I don't do that anymore, I'm not going to look at anything differently. I'm going to keep fighting the way I fight. I'm going to love what I love to do. And hopefully I'm around for a long time by doing that. I've had a pretty wild life, from being stabbed to being shot to being in car accidents to having multiple surgeries, major surgeries. And I'm sitting here feeling better than I have in probably some of the best time in my life. I'm feeling better. And until I don't feel good, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, I'm 61 years old. When you're 61 years old, you look at life and you go, wow, how long are you going to do something? Because I'm a realist. and I'm not being morbid, people. If I live to what, 80 years old, 82 years old, I'm on the downside for sure. I mean, you had 20 years left to live. Think of that. 20 years, that's nothing. I've been out of prison since 07. It's 03, so I'm going on 16 years this year. So at 16 years, I'm going to be out of prison. And I look at it like, holy shit. So with that being said, I look at how can I keep getting better at what I do. And if I can't get better, I can't educate people. And that's why that parenting seminar was put together. And it is a big deal. So if you are a parent, if you are somebody who listens to my show and you have a kid and you want to know for real it's for two people too. It's the $1,500 is for two people who have a kid or anybody and they want to know what a prosecutor would do if your kid got in trouble. You want to know what a judge is going to do. You want to know what a police chief's going to do. You want to know what a police department's going to do. We're going to have a police chief come on. This is a live seminar too in Orlando in Rosen Center. That's August 19th and 20th. Don't forget it. We'll be talking about, we're going to be doing a whole podcast on it with some of the team that we're doing it with. And I think it's going to be a massive seminar. And it's going to be I think it's going to get sold out pretty quickly. And we're only doing it to 300 families. 300, that's it. 300 tickets are sold. And we are starting now, which is 6 months away, and that's it. And we're doing it. Oh, they're coming? Somebody... I'm
trouble finding people that want
to that's okay. That's we're not going to have anybody then, because tell them don't worry about it, and I'm going to lock up, and we'll talk about something else, but I'm talking. I'll finish if you want to tell them that, so don't worry. Unless we got them on the way here, don't tell me. Text me in 5 minutes if you could.
Will do. Right here.
Oh, okay. Here, hold on. Here she is. Chelsea's back. Come on, sit down, Chelsee. All right, nobody wants to talk about Tate?
Nobody knows about Tate. There are no young women out there,
right.
Even older women. I mean, like, the age gap was like 25 to 60. Nobody knew who Tate was. All the guys knew who Tate was.
Wow.
No women knew about Tate.
Wow.
Nothing.
And
but
we
all
are
the
at the
guys were
Daytona.
like, I follow him on Instagram. I follow him on TikTok. Yeah. But no women. No women.
Wow. I'm pretty surprised about that.
Yeah.
But, that goes to show you that I don't think they're putting too much emphasis on what he did.
Yeah.
Because they don't give a shit.
Of course.
Because you ask every one of those women if they knew about Bill Cosby, what he did.
Yeah. Oh, they would know.
They would know.
They would know.
Because, obviously, there was a big thing about drugging people back then.
Yeah.
And now he's out of prison.
Yeah. Yep. So everybody's feathers are all ruffled right now.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
We had a great show.
Yes.
I want to thank you,
wonderful.
Chelsee, again.
Yeah. No, thank you. This was so much fun.
Yeah. What we're doing for this tomorrow's video, Sunday's video, actually, is just to let you know, so you guys will be hearing about it.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be going into the infield, and right here we're going to walk around, and we're coming up with 7 or 10 questions.
Yep.
And it's going to be about various subjects. I think.
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. Just
and we're going to get the review, the views of other people. It could be from GTA gaming.
Yeah.
It could be from world affairs, Ukraine or something.
Yeah.
Or it could be about sex.
Yep.
I'm hearing. Do you know what I heard? This is cool.
What?
I heard this. I don't know if it's true.
Okay.
That they have on this infield. I heard there's orgies going on.
What?
That's what I heard. I'm trying to find them.
Yeah, you are. I knew it. I knew it.
I heard it. I don't know. I did. I heard that, and I go,
yeah.
Where?
Tell me where.
But maybe someone tomorrow when we ask questions, we'll know that.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna weave through that grapevine.
Absolutely.
You always get your answers.
I'll figure it out.
We'll
You
figure
know that.
it out.
We had a great talk with Paul.
Awesome.
Then I let everybody know about a program I'm doing. And I just want to thank you again. Your diamond shirt looks good.
Yes,
Crooked Diamond. That's my cigars, everybody.
Yes.
It's a brand that is
Absolutely.
unbelievable.
Perfect.
This brand, everybody's loving this brand.
Yes.
We got signature boxes, so you can check that out. These are Crooked Diamond cigars, a limited edition that we're doing. And we have a whole series coming out. Diamond edition. This is the diamond edition. Then we're gonna have the emerald edition, opal.
Yeah.
We're gonna have everything.
Opal. That's my birthday stone.
Oh wow! So we're gonna have it all, and
Yes.
we love it, and we got a great team. We've got a lot of new members, and we want to keep it going.
Awesome.
But I want to thank you again for coming on.
I want to thank you
We had a lot
for
of fun.
your time.
I still
had
want
a
to. I
great
still
time
want to
with
do the
you.
naked podcast. We'll talk about that. sometime.
Yeah, it'll be so fun.
You'll do it, even
Oh,
though,
yeah,
even though
you know what?
All right.
You know what?
I don't want to do something you don't want to do.
I know. You know what?
Well, you can't say I forced you.
Nope.
No.
Consensual.
Yes, absolutely. I believe in that 100%.
You're leaving me hanging. I'm happy.
No, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, because
There
then
you
we
go.
might
There
have
you
to
go.
change your record on doing things.
Yeah.
You know, 2-on-1s, 3-on-1s, 4-on-1s, 1-on-1, 2-on-1. Anyway, everybody, you want to say anything to anybody? What you're supporting, what you're doing?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm really, we're fighting for kids right now. In any way, in any direction, we need to help our youth. Our youth is where our future is, and we need to start investing back in them. And they need a hand. You know, we're adults, and we still need a hand.
I was just saying, I just talked to
are
everybody
adults.
about the parenting program that's coming up, the parenting seminar in
Yes.
August. I just
Oh,
told
yes.
everybody all about it.
Oh, good,
So
good,
it's really good, and that is part of what that is, you know,
Yes.
helping the kids.
Yes.
Because if we lose this generation, we're in trouble.
We're in big trouble. We
I
need
mean,
to help
I won't
our
see
kids. We need to invest
I
in
won't
our
see it.
babies.
I'll be gone.
Yeah.
I'll be looking from wherever.
You'll be right there with
Probably
us
looking
always.
up if there's an up and down.
Always right
But I'm
there.
only kidding.
Yeah.
We'll see you. We're going to party tonight.
Absolutely.
Have a great listen,
Yes.
everybody out there. Thank you for listening.
Yes.
We love what we do. You should love what you do.
Spread the
Enjoy
love.
and
Chase
have
down the
a
love.
great day, everybody. And what we're going to do is we always do this now, and people go, "Wow, I like that." We're going to start with something. My song. Have a great day, everyone.
Yes.
Make good choices.
Touch anything.
It's the greatest find yet. Nothing compares to it.
But it's definitely something you should hear.
This is The Real Deal with Larry Lawton.